what is going on, guys? Today we have an awesome interview podcast with Mr. Xanthe Pains. Is it Pains?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, great. This is going to be a very valuable podcast interview for anyone looking to get into remote sales that has a background, a living background that's not in North America, because Xanthe has a really cool story about how he got into this space, started making money, and he's not even from like a first world country. So, Xanthe, welcome in, man. How you doing?
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm doing good, Ethan, here. So, yeah,
Give people
thanks
like
for having
a
me here.
No problem. No problem. It's good to have you, dude. And give people like a sort of quick sort of rundown of like where do you live, like how old are you, and what's your sort of like position, job head title right now?
Yeah, so, hi, guys. I'm Xanth Pains. I'm from the Philippines, a third world country. I'm 28 years old, and I was a DM setter before, and I joined STC to become a phone sales setter. Yeah.
Cool. And that's what you're doing right now.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome, man. So rewind the clocks with us like before, like how long, like what were you doing just before you became a DM setter?
Oh, sure. So, uh, a few years ago, my first job that I can remember is I work for a government agency here in our country, so Department of Agriculture. So I was working as an information officer there. So my task there was to write a bit of articles, do some admin tasks, create some few creatives. So what happened there was I felt like I wasn't growing in my role there because the income, as you know, like I'm in my country, Philippines is a third world country, so there's although like compared at that time to my fellow Filipinos, I was earning good, but overall it wasn't enough. Like I felt like my growth is capped there in terms of position, in terms of income, because working in government, if you're wanting to earn more position and wanting to have more income, you have to you have to play with the bureaucracy, which is hard because there's a lot of nuances there if you really want to climb the ladder. And prior, like I remember, like prior to working to a government agency, I tried doing drop shipping, I was into e-commerce, so I
Okay.
was doing drop shipping around 2019. I did it for 7 months. 7 months. I was doing okay. Like I was learning the ins and ropes of it. I was earning six six figures in my currency, peso. So what happened? I stopped because gosh, like lockdown happened around 2020. So what happened there? I did not have work. Everything was work from home set up. I did not have money coming in. And I postponed going to medical school because I was looking to become a medical doctor. But I
Yeah.
was itching. Like I had this entrepreneurial mind in me that I want to start e-commerce drop shipping because way back around 2018, 2019, or even 27 or prior to that, that was the thing. Like even here in our country, there are really people that's doing both local and international drop shipping and e-commerce. So I was looking to do that before doing the medical school. So I did not like I was in the medical school before, like doing my entrance exam. Then I passed everything. Then I decided I'm gonna go all in with e-commerce. Told my mom I'm not gonna do I'm not gonna do medical school. I'll pursue drop shipping, which I did. So I joined the mastermind there here in our country. So that's got me into drop shipping. Then after that, yeah, 7 months, then lockdown
Did you make
happens.
any money doing that?
Huh?
Did you make any money doing that?
Yeah, like I was earning six figures in my currency at that time.
Okay. So then when the COVID hit, why did you just
Yeah,
stop? You just stopped doing it?
Yeah, because I was selling, like drop shipping. So there's this thing called winning product, right? So my
Yeah.
product wasn't essential. So here in our country, that product, it's a hair product. It's prohibited. Like we have that rules, like very strict rules for transporting of goods. So yeah, so that got me like into the unemployment line for the first
Okay.
time. So I don't have money coming in for 5 months or six
Yeah.
months. Yeah, around that time.
Okay. And then how long was it when you were in that, like how long was it in between that gap from you stopping the store to then you starting DM setting?
Yeah, so after that, I did work in a government agency as an information officer. I did that less than a year. Then during that period, I realized, like I said, because I was all over the place. So I realized I wasn't earning. I wasn't having the growth there. So I tried to become a virtual assistant first, like a regular virtual assistant for real estate uh client. And during that time, I saw a coach. I won't name that coach because what happened there, that got me into the high ticket space. I already know like there are coaches in the high ticket space, but I wasn't really sure like about this industry. So I saw a coach that I was following on YouTube at that time, and he launched a DM setting course, which I was very enthusiastic in joining. And the price point, bro, was about, you know what, like a DM setting course, it's $8,800.
US?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Just for DM setting. Like,
So, okay, before we get into the course, clarify for me why you didn't just go back into drop shipping instead of like the virtual assistant thing.
yeah, so I pursued virtual. That's a great question. I pursued virtual assistant there because I felt like when I was reflecting about my current performance there, like I felt like doing business like doing e-commerce again will require me to do a lot of skills. Will like I have felt it like I need to wear multiple hats, and I felt like it's a bit overwhelming.
Mm,
So my approach was more of like just step by step approach. So the next logical step after working in the government agency is virtual assistant, because I felt like I could earn more compared to my work before. So when I was earning more during almost 1 year being a virtual assistant, I realized I wanted to earn more. I want to grow, something like
yeah.
that. That's the earliest memory I had 4 years ago. That's why around 2022, early of 2022, when that coach that I've been following for a few years launched a DM setting course,
Yeah.
I messaged them on his channel, Instagram. Then they closed me, and I was amazed with the overall sales process. Like, what are these guys doing? Like, I was like I did not have money, Ethan. Like I only have $1,000, and they were able to close me for $8,800. Like the closer and me, like we had a 3 hours long conversation. Like I gave him all the objections that I have. I don't have money. My card isn't working. I need to ask my mom those things, and that got me into the high ticket space, like as a DM center.
Okay, and again, it was motivated by just making more money because as a virtual assistant, you just felt like you weren't making enough.
That thing, and at the same time, like the marketing of the coach at that time was more about like earn 10K, 5K or 10K dollars per month, typing things on your computer or your cell phone, and have freedom, like have time freedom while doing that. So those are my main motivations at that time.
And you couldn't earn that as a virtual assistant.
Yeah, I'm way back when I was a virtual assistant, I was earning around the max earnings that I had was around $800, which is already big in our country. But I wanted more because I was seeing a lot of these gurus.
Yeah.
Because I came from like I started doing e-commerce, so I kind of knew like what other guys from other countries are earning. Like I know that there's money to be made here, so that's just my intuition, like at the back of my mind.
It sounded like it just sounds like you weren't like satisfied and like with the sort of the potential that you were seeing in your own country, and you were looking outwards and realizing that my potential is so much bigger than being just a top earner in my country, but I could be a top earner amongst, second or first world countries if I just learn a remote skill. Because it's true. I mean, even in first world countries, people are looking to get a job in the remote sales space because it pays well. So as a third
Yep.
world country person, I can't imagine like you're like, wow, like this is possible. And another
Yeah.
thing I want to, sort of posit to you is like I'm just thinking about someone in your similar situation who's considering, okay, I want remote jobs and I'm in a third world country. Maybe I should do e-commerce. Maybe I should do, being a virtual assistant or something like that. You've kind of tried all of it now and you've stuck in the high ticket space, right? So what is it about like the remote high ticket space that has kind of captured you and held you for so long?
Yeah, that's a very, very great question, Ethan. So besides the earning potential, besides that I'm an introvert and I wanted to earn like by my laptop, besides that, like the potential of the online space. So this was my core idea why I joined the DM setting course. So I was reading this book like the guy Peter Thiel, like zero to one. Yeah, that book.
Yep.
And he preaches about contrarianism, like being a contrarian. So at that, like, and the core idea of that being a contrarian is thinking different and being right at the same time with your bets. So he's making bets, like because he's an investor, he's the head of the PayPal mafia. So I learned that from him. So I kind of knew that, like, this was my mere observation. Like, people are relying on what you call like traditional education, right? Like most of the world are relying on it, like the school. So before you have to go to school, do this degree for you to get this job or earn this X type of amount. So my core idea, my core belief until now is just I know like this was way back or late 2021 or early 2022, if I can remember that. I really believe that like the potential of this space, the education space, like people are gonna like I'm gonna are gonna see the potential of the alternative space and more of like uh they're just not gonna rely on the traditional space. So I'm feeling like there's gonna be a lot of people from this side of the coin, like the pendulum will swing towards the alternative education space. So
Hmm.
I'm seeing a lot of potential here. Like people are gonna rely on coaches or other experts in different niches. And based on what I know so far, there are uh, a lot of potential here and niches here in the high ticket education space. Like it's an industry with a lot of industry inside it.
Okay, and let me ask you specifically, like what is the specific industry or niche that you're currently sort of working in for people who don't even know like the types of companies that you can work for? Like what's the possibility? Like so can you try to break that down for us as simple as possible? Like what does your company help people with?
So there are a lot of industry in the space. So based on my experience, my first client that I have as a DM setter, so it was a health coach, a gut holistic coach. Oh,
Okay.
she has a PhD. She's helping people. She's helping females with their gut problems before. Then the next client that I had after that was a real estate uh, mogul from New York. So he's helping people how to invest in real estate event space. That's his niche. And after that, I had another client who's also in real estate from UK who's helping people on how to invest in BRR HMO. So it's a multi-family type of real estate. So they're both real estate, right? Like I had two clients, but they are different types of coaches. So that's that. Then after that, I also had a client where he's a divorce prevention coach for men. So he's helping people on how to fix their marriages. Since I know like there's divorce is rampant or endemic in US. So there's really unique niches there. There's a lot of niches there, and I know there are also coaches about sales, about trading. My last client was a forex trader, a well-known forex trader who's helping people how to trade in forex. Yeah, so those types.
Awesome, dude. Dude, you got to send me the divorce one. Not because my relationship's getting bad, but I think like I want to go through that before even getting married, so we know exactly what are the problems that most relationships kind of go through, and then struggle and kind of preemptively fix it. But okay, awesome. Okay, cool. And so walk us through then, um, uh, how you sort of got your first. Oh, what was like the first sort of time or moment where you're like, okay, I'm making good money?
Oh yeah, so this was when I'm doing DM setting. So during when I was a virtual assistant for real estate, then after I was only earning $800 per month. Then the first month that I was doing when the program got me matched with a client, the health holistic coach, my first ever client. On first month, I was earning $3,000 per month
Mm,
as
okay.
a DM center role. So that blew my mind away. Like I was working, like you know what? Like I was working 8 9 hours with a virtual assistant role, and there's a timer that I need to move my mouse and everything. Like I have to be very active there, or else like I'm gonna be scolded or there's gonna be sanction like there's a fear of that. But during my first month, that blew me away because like I I somehow like 4.5x my income because I earned around $3,000 per month, like around 3,600. So like that really blew me away, and I was only working 4 to 6 hours per day,
Okay. So
and there's
then,
no timer.
and so how soon after do you think you paid off your coaching investment? Because 8.8K isn't, nothing to sneeze at. It's quite a bit.
Yeah, this is a very interesting scenario here, Ethan. So you know what happened here? So
Okay.
uh
I'm
the
here
way
for
they
it.
closed me, yeah, so the way that they closed me is I paid $1,000 upfront, and their negotiation was like because the entire offer was we'll train you, we'll give you all the knowledge, and but we're gonna match you with a client. So that's their entire pitch. But you're gonna pay the remaining amount after you started earning after you started earning with that client. So I'm obliged to pay 50% with them,
Okay.
like from my earnings there. So but here's the tricky part because as I recall, because I joined around Q4 of 2022, and I noticed there when I got onboarded, there was no course, Ethan. Like there was no course. So during the first month, I wasn't doing anything because there was no materials. The course is about to be made after a month that I was in there. So I did the course on October and November. I was doing DM setting role plays with people. Then I got lucky because we were around 100, close to 200 students there. And I was lucky in a way that I was one of the first 15 or first 10 that got certified. So I was matched with a client. And I
Yeah.
felt like during this time, I gave them 50% of my earnings. But what happened during month two is they ran away. They scammed all the people. So yeah, I won't name the coach. I'm kind of pissed with that coach.
Wow.
They,
Okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
I wasn't
That's
able.
no that okay, sorry, you keep going, but that raises a very interesting sort of topic about people in the space, but keep going.
Yeah. So what happened there? I paid around $2,000
Okay.
uh, total, including the down payment before I joined. Then after I got onboarded with the client, so I was one of the very few that got lucky, but they ran away. So we were only less than 20 that got matched with the client, and the rest were pissed because they ran away. Like they ghosted us.
Mhm.
And there are people there that paid $8,800 upfront. So right now, like, yeah. That's how I got into this space. Like it's kind of weird and very risky also.
Okay, so then that makes a good transition into like setter to closer, which is like how did you go about like finding setter to closer? And in your mind, like how did you, make sure that, you weren't going to get scammed this time? What did you sort of
Yeah.
look for and check at? And the other stuff follow up is like, why did you even need training at all? Like,
Uh,
what did you feel like you needed?
yeah. So before I joined Setter Closer, I already have 1 year and a half of setting experience. So I kind of knew, like I was following people, a lot of coaches and people here and there. And I kind of have this intuition now of who to trust and not. And one of the people there, one of the coaches was Taylor O'Hare. So he was one of my mutual friends there, and I'm connected with him before. I'm connected with him, so he's one of my Facebook friends, and I saw his post. Then I think Matt Moore tagged him, and the post was about like join this crew because we're gonna assemble the Avengers. So I saw like Nick Elia was there. I saw Taylor O'Hare was there. I saw Matej Parisa
Yeah.
was there. I saw Corbin, Jake Ferry. Like those all like initially like wow like I knew these guys because I've been following people all over the place from groups and on YouTube. So at first I was like, wait, like is this gonna be really expensive for sure? That was my first intuition. So I did not mind on my first browse because I did not mind it. But on the second one, because I keep seeing it on my feed, because there was like I think the lunchtime, like Nick Elia posted it, Nick Elia, Jake Ferry, and the other guys posted it. So I kind of like did some research about it, went through the YouTube, watched the testimonials and everything, and it looks good. And yeah, the price was a steal. So when I saw the price, like at $48, come on, like I almost like I risked everything for $8,800 for a DM setting substandard course compared to this, like which is like gosh, like come on.
Yeah, and
This
to
is the
and to
place to be.
clarify anyone wondering, when Matt launched the program, the low ticket, it was like $50 a month, little tester program. Like, let's just give as much value as possible to all the first members, and let's see who we can get, success early on. And honestly, I feel like that's just how like OG coaches in the space should do it because it's like value first. We're not trying to like do what this other kind of company did and sell super high ticket without getting results first. But yeah, you were one of the first guys in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, you were. Okay, cool. So, then talk us through sort of your ambition to get into phone sales because you were making decent money, in
Mhm.
DM setting. What had you attracted to becoming an appointment setter via the phone?
Yeah, so I think my last two gigs got me thinking to upgrade because I felt like with DM setting when I was doing it for almost 1 year, I felt like I wasn't growing there anymore. Like it's like you're doing a lot of like it's good. I think it's still good, but it's more of like I felt like I'm not growing holistically, personally, because I wanted to grow as a sales remote sales. Like I wanted to be good at sales, and I felt like I'm capped there with DM setting with income and growth potential. So that's why I felt like I have to upgrade. That's it.
And
And this
most
is the
people
place
don't.
to be, STC.
And some people don't feel that way. Some people are like, "Hey, I'm happy with making, 3K a month in a third world country. Like that's chill for me." But you kind of sound dissatisfied with that. You sound like a kind of person that's like continual growth. So I guess if you were to sort of psychoanalyze yourself, I feel like why do you feel like it's important for you to be in a state of growth?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that's how should be it because I'm also a biology major, and one core principle that I learned there from college was evolution. So we as humans, we have to evolve from like we have to constantly reinvent ourselves. So yeah, that has been like maybe like subconsciously it's part of me. Like I have to grow in this space. Like I have to like whether it's in body, income, mind, network. Yeah, that's it.
So you just wanted to get better, like you wanted to grow, and it was a skill set thing. And I mean, obviously, the more skill sets and the higher paying skill sets, you're gonna get more money. But like you just like I just want to get better. I want to be useful, which
Yes, sir.
I'm similar in that way. So then walk us through again. You enter the program. Is that your ambition right from the start, or do you kind of get sold on that?
That's it. Like in term, yeah. Like I was looking for a community also where because it's really hard. That's also the key there. It's not really only about knowledge and the coaching. It's also about the community, like having a community of like-minded ones, people that are on your level, people that are way better than you. So like that's how I think about on how you can grow. Like you have to have people that you can mastermind, you can debate, you can do role plays and everything. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So then, how long did it take after joining the program for you to transition into a phone sales position?
So currently I just got certified last week. Yeah.
Okay.
So currently I'm still in the process of like landing my client, but this week I was doing mock calls and practice and masterminding with people, and I'm reviewing a lot of things there in the program because I kind of what I did there, I'm more of prioritize getting good with mock calls. So I'm more of reviewing the course right now, like the back end stuff, because I think this is the very like this has been mind blowing to me. Like when I was doing the course, like how math and how you guys are earning like 15K or 20K or 10K months in there is about how you manage the pipeline, the CRM, doing the follow up stuff, uh, reactivating conversation, reactivating leads. Those are very like those like there's a lot of sauce in there. Like that. Those are very those are the golden nuggets there more than the sales stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And what would you say is like your um sort of income ambition with this next role? Like if you were making 3K before as a DM setter, like what would you be looking to do in this role?
I think 5K to 10K per month. That's it. So I'm looking to become good at the phone setting. Then when I became like after I'm confident doing it, maybe I'm gonna try doing closing role. Then I'm gonna hopefully one day like you guys like managing be becoming a director, leading a team. So I think that's it. Those are the scenarios that I'm seeing in my mind right now.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get there if you keep going and be consistent with it and continue to just have these ambitions of growth. You'll definitely get there. So, for anyone who wants to know, in your first position with the DM setter role, you came in there with like no experience. So, how did you sort of land that position? Like, how exactly did that process work? Did you just pay for a course and they put you on that offer, or did you have to like network with some people, or how did that look?
Yeah, so like circling back to what I shared earlier, so I was one of the very few people that got matched with a client there.
Yeah, okay.
So so I kind of so I was matched. Then yeah, so it's more of like the course there, more of
Okay.
about the course on how I got landed that client. But the next remaining clients, it's more of my like networking with people and job posts.
Okay, I got it. Gotcha. So you paid in, they matched you. Okay. Um, why would someone, want to, and you've already talked about this a little bit, but I want to just have you re-emphasize this of like, why would someone need to or want to invest into training in this space? Why can't they just go from, I'm a virtual assistant to like, okay, now I'm doing this, I'm going to apply for jobs in this area.
Yeah, that's yeah. So I think you should invest, especially in a program like this. Like it's a no-brainer. Like below $100, and you have all these trainings, years of knowledge, like compiled and compiled into a very short, actionable insights and wisdoms, so that you won't repeat like unnecessary or do unnecessary mistakes that would cost you like years to realize. I think that would be like it's more about time, I guess, like what I'm trying to say. Like shortcut your learning curve.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of say that all the freaking time to people of like if like let's say you were to get into a high ticket role that's paying 10K a month, but it took you like 7 months to get there. That means, month one you're at zero, month two, zero, month three, zero, 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 10K. And then example two would be you hire a coach who can get you there way faster, let's just say 2 months. And let's say that coach costs twice of what you're going to be earning in your first month. So he costs 20 grand. That means month one, you are down 20K. Month two, since you're making that 10K, you're down 10K. Month three, you're down nothing, you're zero. Month
Yeah.
four, 10K, 20K, 30K, 40K. In this example, you're up like 30 to 40K, even though you started in the negative, you started investing. So I can get why for a lot of people it's scary to invest that money. The time savings, it's the same reason why they tell young people to invest so young, because the returns you can make on your time are exponential, that it's invaluable, really. It's
Yeah,
very, very
thousand
powerful.
percent agree to that.
So, cool. I mean, I guess, last couple of things here would just be like, what would be some of your, I guess, just advice for someone in a third world or first world country that's looking to get into the space, but they're sort of concerned with their lack of experience, maybe like the country they're from, accent, like something like that. Like, what would you have to say?
Yeah, like I think just do a bit of research, then don't think, join Setter to Closer, because like if you don't have experience, you can compensate by leveraging other people's experience, especially the best in the game. Guys like you, guys like Matt Moore, guys like Corbin, Michael Stubbs, and those guys, like the best in the space. Like learn from the best, and you'll avoid all the pitfalls. And regarding the accent, I have a bit of accent, but like what Matt says in his training, it will only hold you back as long as you want it. So it's more of a mindset stuff. It's more about like having the confidence that you can, because you can always work on your confidence, you can work on your call flow, talking to people, and you'll get comfortable along the way.
Killer, killer, man. Well, is there anything else that, you wanted to say or that we didn't touch on that you feel like is important with your story that, we should know?
Uh, I think I have shared most of my stuff.
Yeah, I mean, your
Yeah, I
story is
think
half
just
written,
join
man. You
Setter to
got
Closer. That's it.
is what?
Just join Setter to Closer. Like for the people that are watching this, yeah, just join. Just don't think. I
Okay.
think I think it's gonna be a huge mistake. Like because this program has been the best program that I have joined in, like the best community so far, especially here in the high ticket space. Like this has been the best, and you guys were like my last 3 months has been very insightful. I think I grew a lot. There's a lot of realizations from the coaches, from the people that I've talked to, people that I did role play with, because they're also from other parts of the world. Like I'm not the only guy here that's from a third world country. There are guys who's from Vietnam, guys from India, guys from I think Singapore. So yeah,
And is it holding it them back?
no, of course no. Yeah,
No, 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 it really isn't. It really, really isn't. It only holds you back as long as you let it. I think that quote is very true, very right. So. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate the time. And if people want to get like in touch with you or maybe ask questions, where would they kind of find you?
Yeah, so I have my Facebook page and Instagram page. So my just search my name, Xanthe Paints. Yeah, and Instagram same, Xanthe Paints. Yeah.
And if anyone has any questions, they can reach out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Awesome, guys. Well, hopefully this interview was helpful. I know there was lots of little nuggets in here, like just for anyone looking to get into the industry, what that looks like and sort of how you can evaluate a scam from like a good opportunity. And yeah, I just really appreciate the time, man. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.